Good morning, everyone. This is a mid-morning update for July the 13th as we look at XRP. I've been thinking about how to start this video today, and I think the theme of this video will be entitled, You Take What the Market Gives You. As you know, over the last couple of days, we called the move coming up here to this 290 area. Let me get to the 4-hour here and show you what we were looking at based on the November 2024 breakout. And so we figured that if this was a really bullish situation and we are in a true breakout, that this wave 3 would be a beautiful extension to capture this 1272 on the midterm macro level. We did that, and then I showed you how in November of 2024, that when we caught that 1272, we came back down here to the 886. And I'm not going to go back and show you that chart. You can go look at the video from yesterday's mid-morning update. But what looks like has happened so far is we've held internal for a bull flag structure here, and we did not get that move to test that, low 260, high 250s area. And that's just the nature of this market, right? So what this tells me is if we do end up continuing up here and we break out of this bull flag formation, which it already seems to indicate that we are in the process of doing that, what that just means is that we're in a more bullish situation than even November of 2024, at least so far. Because clearly this wave 4 was more shallow. It wasn't as deep as the one back here I'll just go ahead and show you, back here in November of 2024, like on November the 12th and 13th. If you see, we came back down to the 886 and tested there before we took off. So what's happened so far is it looks like the market is more bullish, and those lower levels with liquidity waiting to purchase are not going to get filled. And so this is just the old saying that you take what the market gives you. And that's the beauty of markets. They are unpredictable to a certain degree. As I've mentioned, if everyone was perfect in this, everyone would be rich. And that's just not the facts. So this is a dance. This is a art. It's like forecasting the weather. You look at probabilities and you say, well, so far we've not come down to hit this liquidity area for a wave 4. It looks like we're going to hold and start breaking out. The reason I say it looks like we're going to hold and start breaking out is because you also look at some of the other coins here that are being leaders. For example, Stellar. Stellar did the same exact thing that XRP just did. Let me show you. So if we take that mid-May high down to the June 22nd low, right? June 22nd low, we came up to the 1272, we wicked it, and we only came back down to the 1.113 for Stellar. Now I believe on XRP we came and tested almost the 1-to-1 extension. See that? So you can see the difference there between these two tokens. So Stellar is, even in a more bullish scenario, it is already broken out for its next wave. And I'm going to actually make a separate video about Stellar here in a few minutes because I really want to break that down and give you my mid to long-term targets here for the rest of the year. But back to XRP, it looks like we're going to hold this bull flag structure. And it looks like, based on what other coins in the market are doing, Supra is starting to put in its 5th leg. Stronghold is looking good. Fart coin, as I mentioned yesterday, is looking good. XDC is looking strong. And of course, Bitcoin is looking strong as well. So that's where we're at with XRP here in the mid-morning. I do think over the next few days, if this is a legitimate breakout and we're starting the next leg, the next stop is going to be around $5, $4.95, $5.05, somewhere in that area. And you can see some lines here that I have. We started the breakout almost, to the 4-hour candle. We might be lagging just a little bit behind that, but not worried. It all depends on where you're measuring this. So I've got this window of uncertainty but it looks like we're starting to make the move here with XRP. We'll need to watch that the rest of the day, of course, to confirm that, and we'd want to start putting in a new high above 298.60. And this is on the MEXC perpetual futures chart. So yeah, I think that most likely by the end of Monday or end of Tuesday, we should hit that $4.95 to $5 area. If not, time is the biggest thing to try to get nailed down in trading. You know, I don't know if I've ever met anyone that can call these things perfectly to the second or to the minute, but every now and then you get lucky. But yeah, I think that that's what we're looking for next is a very explosive move to a new all-time high around $5. Could be higher. Based on this shallow retrace, that could certainly be the case. But really from here, I wouldn't expect a lot of deep retraces. I think they're just going to be shallow, very similar to what happened back here in November. We just really fired off a parabola. And as you can see, we just did a lot of bull flagging on our way up. We did not get a lot of the usual, full retraces for XRP that we're all used to watching, right? So, yeah, just wanted to give you that quick update. Hope that's helpful to you as you're looking at where to to see where the market's going. If you're not fully in yet, my encouragement to you is don't chase price on XRP. Find some coins that haven't moved yet. DAG would be a good. Ooh, DAG's looking great. DAG would be a good candidate. DAG has not moved at all. I'm sure there's others down here. Maybe Cardano. Cardano's moved quite a bit. But just find some of the tokens that, are solid. They're solid projects. They haven't moved yet. IMX, SWE, Fetch AI. Fetch would be a good candidate. I'm going to probably look at DAG and Fetch to get a position in. But yeah, there's always options in a bull market. Of course, I believe XRP is going to be one of the greater performers because it did not reach a new all-time high back in 2021 and 2022. So anyway, hope this is helpful. I'm going to look at Stellar next and give you a separate video just on Stellar. But we should start going to that $5 area here at the beginning of this week. And hopefully by the end of Tuesday, we'll see where we're at. But thanks for taking a look at the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe and share this with others if it can be of a help to you. Thanks so much.